What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NFL Showdown pre-lock show. Little Thursday night football on tap for you. We're going to break it down for you and have a little fun here while we do it. Thursday night, we are joined by, it's a Patriots game, so we got to have a Boston connection here. So Bobby Gomes is in the house. Bobby, what's up?
Yeah, I'm interested to talk about this game. I'm actually not. I just been sitting here. My kids are all sick, and I'm starting to get sick. I can feel it, but it's getting cold now. That might apply to game conditions, I guess. But this game I was just running through like player props, and I could find like 3 player props for Jets receivers.
Are you a Patriots fan?
Yeah, it's the only Boston sports team I like. Yeah.
So you're not Celtics, no good. Bruins suck. Red Sox.
Bruins won 7 in a row.
Red Sox don't do it for you, but the Patriots do.
Sox do it for me occasionally. Usually when everyone in the city hates them, I like them. So this was the year that I liked them. And then they played all right. So
yeah. Well, what was for dinner, Bobby? What was for dinner, man? I know it's got to be you already had your dinner out there, East Coast time.
I had a steak and cheese with banana peppers and hots, dude. You know.
Damn. Sounds good, man. I had leftovers, but
you're a hots guy, right? I would imagine.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's like jalapenos. Come on.
Oh, like hots, like hot stuff.
Hot, yeah.
Oh yeah, hot stuff. Yeah, you give me some jalapeno. I love jalapenos and salsa and stuff. But yeah, we're good for that. All right, man. Let's see. Yep, the people rise, but not for me. I'm not the Juggalo Nation leader. That's Kirk Dees, but he's not here tonight. He don't do nighttime shows. He's off at the casino gambling, man. That's what he does. But Bobby Gomes is here. He's going to talk to us about his favorite team, the Patriots. He's got all the inside connections. He's like Siege. Like you and Siege got all the connections to the Patriots, man.
Is this a Siege slate, by the way? Is this like a Tyrod Taylor? You swap him in for Justin Fields?
That might happen. If that guy has like a bad quarter,
he could be gone.
He might get the hook, man. You never know. So it's going to be fun. We're just basically, guys, going to break this thing down to you position by position, and we're really here to answer. I'm going to answer this question. It's definitely peppers or no peppers. You got to have some peppers. I'm going to answer that little poll chat for you, but the questions, guys, are what's going to really drive us and keep us here. So if you got any questions, fire them up. I will get to them. We'll see them. I will make note of them, and we'll answer them later. So before we get started, don't forget about it's Thursday too. So 3-day pass promo you get for a limited time. You get half off of a 3-day NFL pass with access to Lineup HQ and SimLabs for $9.99. See, it's Thursday. So you get it, man, probably tomorrow morning. Wake up and get the 3-day pass. You get to prep on Friday, put teams in on Saturday for college football, put teams in on Sunday for the NFL, see how you do over the weekend. Then Monday you can make a decision of whether you want another piece of it or not, man. So NFL DFS 3-day pass, all good. Get up on it. Sounds good, guys. Let's see here. Let's get to some quarterbacks here. We got a tale of 2 quarterbacks. One guy's playing out of his mind, considered for the MVP. Up-and-coming Drake May. The other side, Justin Fields, we just kind of talked about. Man, you never know when he's going to get the plug pulled on him because he's been atrocious this year. What do you make of these quarterbacks?
So I've never been a Fields guy. This matchup, just for like he's going to be relying on his legs. His arm has been probably as bad as we've seen in the NFL this season. And for me, like I'm probably playing into the Fields narrative of him playing all right. Just because I think the field is not going to be on Fields as much. I think the Jets, maybe they lose by, I think the line's 13, but I don't really see it being a blowout. So maybe they lose by like 7. It's a cold night tonight. Last week, the Patriots defense, I think the Baker Mayfield's rushing prop was 15 yards. He didn't rush for 1 yard. So they kept him in the pocket. It's tough to do with Baker. So I would imagine that they're going to do the same thing to Fields and kind of make him try to throw a little bit. All that being said, I do like Fields more than the field currently. But yeah, especially at the captain position. I think he's like my third highest owned captain currently. In the flex, I'll probably be over on Fields also, which doesn't make any sense based on the numbers. But like I said, I think the Jets play it. He's going to have to do something for them to be competitive in this game, and I think the majority of the pool that we're playing in is going to be leaning Patriots 5-1s.
Yeah,
and like getting away from that build type, I think is a good way to go. Fields offers rushing equity, although it's going to be Patriots defense have been really stingy against rushing quarterbacks. I think they're giving up the 5th least amount of rushing yards to opponent quarterbacks. They're giving it up in terms of like passing yards though, so that's interesting. I like correlating Fields with Mason Taylor. I think that's pretty much everyone's go-to. The guy that's really popping, and I don't know why, and I think it's just because he's the guy that you can find props on, is Isaiah Williams. He's at 1,200. I'm currently really heavy on Isaiah Williams, which makes me very nervous because it's like playing Russian roulette with these Jets receivers. Literally, we do not know. Like, I liked Allen Lazard. I can't find any props for Allen Lazard really at this point. Adonai Mitchell's in the mix now, which is interesting, I guess, if he knows somewhat of the offense. I've always liked Adonai Mitchell. Everyone seems to hate him. But I'm kind of a fan of Adonai Mitchell for what it's worth. Yeah, Arian Smith is another one who's going to be in consideration. I don't even know who that is, to be perfectly honest. Like, there's a lot of guys here that I just have no idea what they do or have really never seen them. Like, we've never seen AD Mitchell in a Jets uniform run a route. And that's the type of game we're playing tonight. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get to receivers in a minute, but there's definitely a lot to talk about on that one. If you could go back 2 years, I know your answer to this, but if you could go back 2 years and you're the Chicago Bears and you're holding that number 1 pick and now you can see the future and you know what you're going to get out of Caleb Williams if you take him number 1.
I knew not to pick Caleb Williams to begin with.
Oh yeah, you would have gone Drake May?
I would have gone Drake May probably. I honestly liked Marvin Harrison, so like, what do I know?
Oh, yeah.
I just thought that it was very difficult for a team to kind of there were a lot of quirks to Caleb Williams, I guess. And I think that threw up a lot of red flags for me. If I was the GM, I'd probably, who's the GM there? Poles or whatever?
Yeah. Poles.
Somewhere else. I think May is the best quarterback out of that class, but that's easy to say because like Jaden Daniels last year, everyone loved Jaden Daniels and he's been banged up a little bit. So his stock's kind of taken a hit, but May's been phenomenal. Deep ball. I think he's the most accurate in the NFL in the deep ball. No, who doesn't get any credit for like this May kind of not like resurgence, but hitting a ceiling like he kind of has or hitting his stride in this offense is Josh McDaniels, just because he's just a terrible head coach. But like he did it with Brady. I'm not saying Drake May is Brady, but that offense, it's really suitable to attacking defenses in the NFL, and I think he simplifies it for them. And yeah, May's definitely my highest owned captain tonight. I'm probably 2x the field on May currently. That's how I'm building. Yeah. So.
It definitely looks like they made the right choice to at least get rid of Fields. And, whatever they took is better than Fields. He stinks, but all right, season long, Bobby. If you're in season long, would you play Mariota or Fields this week?
Who's Mariota play? I don't even know who Mariota plays.
They get like a London game on, I think, on Sunday morning. Man, against, is it Washington and Miami?
Probably play Mariota or something.
Yeah, I think so. Fields, man, he's like on the borderline, man. He could get pulled out of this game. He really could.
This is what I'm afraid of. Is like I have 11% captain for Fields, and I'm like, I don't know if I like that at all.
You just never know. I don't know. No, he could go off, man. What the dude breaks one, somehow it gets loose. Nobody expects it. He breaks 150-yard run, and all of a sudden he's golden. Or he could get pulled out of this game because he's so bad. And so there's a lot of different. I mean, you talk about a spectrum of outcomes for him, a range of outcomes. It's pretty big. Okay, we got to talk about some running backs now, and this Travion Henderson thing. He finally blew up last week. Got his opportunity. He ran with it like as well as you possibly could. Ramondre Stevenson is out again tonight. So Henderson should theoretically be the bell cow, but he's going to be super, super popular. So how are you playing Henderson? And then on the Jets running backs, what are you doing?
Yeah, Travion Henderson and the flex, I'll probably be around the field, but in the captain, because I think so many people are going to gravitate towards him, I'm going to be like, if he's 20% owned, I'll be like 10, I would imagine. Going to be underweight in the captain of Travion. For me, like it's getting up to May. I think he's the one that I'd be most interested in. And then on the Pat side, Diggs. I know people are going to flock to Hunter Henry just because he's the only tight end there. But to me, that's another reason just to like sharper players are definitely going to include Henry as a captain and probably try to be overweight. I'm going to be underweight on Henry. I'm just going to hope Diggs has a ceiling game. He's the one that he's coming in after May for me as my highest owned captain.
Okay. What about now? We know the Patriots are very, very good. Like the Patriots are really good against the run, straight up against the run. Very good. So I don't think Breece Hall is going to get there that route, but Breece Hall is an exceptional pass catcher out of the backfield. Is that where you think he's going to get? Do you think he's going to has a chance to make? He's expensive, man. Does he have a chance to make value there, or do you just not like Breece Hall, or how you playing him?
Yeah, I don't like Breece Hall. He only caught one pass last week. I think he brought it to the house for like 40 yards. If Tyrod Taylor was in the game, I'd like Breece Hall probably a little more. Patriots have been very stingy against the run, not allowing more than 50 yards on the ground to opposing running backs for the first 10 weeks. So tough spot for Breece. Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to try to make Breece work, where I'm just going to be under that number. I personally, as a player, like him, just what I'm seeing in the Sims, like I feel like I'm not going to end up getting there.
All right. What up, Carolina guy? Thanks for coming on. I'm going to get to your question right about now. I've got a bunch of questions here for you, Bobby. Let's knock some of these out. DK single entry. Is New England defense going to be, well, no, I can answer that. New England defense is going to be chalk at captain. I don't think they'll be chalk. Is there a scenario where we could play New England defense at captain in a small field, Bobby?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Strong play, 13-point favorite. For me, I'm only getting 20% in my 5 teams. I don't know if I'm going to change that, 40%. But yeah, I think you could do it. It's not the road that I'm going. I think I'm like leaning towards just getting into a ton of Drake May.
Would you play Hunter Henry at captain?
I'm under on Henry and captain, so probably not for me. More a flex play that correlates with May.
On FanDuel, who is the safest MVP in your eyes?
Drake May.
I agree with that one, Drake May. I think Henderson's fine, but you said safe, and safe is Drake May. Okay, our guy, Carolina guy, FanDuel guy. FanDuel GPP. Who's your favorite MVP and then a low-owned flex over there?
Drake May is my favorite MVP. Low-owned flex that's correlated with May, or just in general? In general, I like Isaiah Williams. I don't know what his price is on FanDuel, though.
You Isaiah Williams guy. Yeah, all right. I think I'd go Travion on FanDuel. I think I'd do Travion on FanDuel, Drake May on DraftKings, just to be a little different, just in case it's Travion gets all the touchdowns tonight. But, whatever. I get it. Low-owned flex for me, man. What's the ownership looking like on Adonai Mitchell? Maybe it's an Adonai Mitchell night. We already said we don't know what's going to happen with these Jets wide receivers, and we're going to talk about wide receivers right now. But here's the thing about the Jets. As much as I'm thinking, let's play some of these guys, we got to play somebody, right? Like, I also think none of these guys are even remotely as good as Garrett Wilson, and he couldn't do hardly anything with Justin Fields as his quarterback in this offense. So what are we expecting any of these other guys to come off of a different team, coming off the bench and doing, and then they're going to perform even vaguely relative? We're asking a lot, Bobby. So I don't know what you think about wide receivers, but break them down for me. And then we'll hit on the New England guys. But talk to me about these Jets guys first.
Yeah, so I think Tyler Johnson's probably going to be the chalk. Like I said, if he's going to be the chalk wide receiver for the Jets, and we don't know, and basically how kind of Chop just broke it down, we have no idea about these Jets passing receivers. I'd be significantly under on Tyler Johnson, which I am currently, which is good. Isaiah Williams is my favorite at 1,200. Like I said, he was the only person I could find props on out of these receivers that were actually decent and weren't like a catch. So at 1,200, Isaiah Williams probably going to be my favorite. AD Mitchell's at 3K. I don't know like what his playbook acumen is, and that's why he sat out last week, because I had to speed him up on the playbook and stuff. I've always thought he was pretty talented. He is like 1,800 more than Isaiah Williams. So for me, I'm just leaning Isaiah Williams. John Mechie, I'm under on. My favorite Jets receiver would be probably the tight end, but we're not even there yet. Arian Smith, I'm like at the field, which is like 5%. So yeah, my favorite play by far from the Jets side, from a receiver standpoint, is Isaiah Williams by far.
Yeah. So I think Adonai Mitchell is probably going to gain a little bit of steam here the closer we get to kickoff as far as ownership, just a little bit of steam. But I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever seen a wide receiver go to a new team midseason that doesn't know the offensive coordinator and doesn't have experience with him and step in and do something right away. They just don't do that, man. It never works out that first season, mid-season trades like this. So I'm a little leery of Mitchell. I'm a little leery of all these guys, man. Fields kind of
there isn't one you can be like stone cold, have a concrete take on, really, and that's why
I don't know that I want any of these guys, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
Mardon wants you to rank your Jet wide receivers. Just rank them real quick.
Isaiah Williams. We're not including the tight ends, right?
Not yet.
Adonai Mitchell, Arian Smith, John Mechie, Tyler Johnson.
All right, so
Adam Lazard. Yeah,
they're also
they stink.
Yeah. They do, man. But on the flip side, New England, Drake May spreads it out. You got a lot of Drake May tonight. How many wide receivers? I'll throw in pass catchers in general for this number. How many pass catchers? Because he spreads it out so much, right? He doesn't have a true number one guy. How many pass catchers are you pairing with Drake May when you have Drake May in your captain tonight? Are you cutting it off at 3 or 2 or 1 or what?
Yeah, that's a difficult question. I could play it at 3. Probably my favorites being Diggs. TreVeyon Henderson's a pass catcher, obviously, and then Henderson. You could probably make it 4. I mean, if you really want to get different. I don't know how different that would be getting though. Like I would let it be 4, to be honest. Ranking them, that's going to be the difficulty. TreVeyon Henderson's a pass catcher. He'd probably be, like, from a field perspective, I'm significantly overweight, but Diggs is the one that I have the most leverage on. So it would be Diggs, Henderson, Henry. I'm at the field with Hollins. I'm over on Kyle Williams slightly. That's mainly who I'm getting. I'm significantly under on Demario Douglas. I think Douglas is probably like one of the chalkier Patriots receivers. 16% ownership around that. So I'm under on Douglas, but I don't feel comfortable with it because I've seen money like moving like towards his prop in a good way, or yeah, so that's not the greatest situation, but yeah, I'm not going to be playing a ton of Demario Douglas, and my friend recommended Demario Douglas, who I think is pretty sharp, but yeah, I'm not playing a ton of him.
Does your friend's name start with a K?
Who's K? Who would that be?
Kirky?
No, it wasn't Kirky. Why, he liked Douglas in the secret chat?
Oh, wait a minute. We're talking about Ags? Did Ags tell you?
No. That's a different friend. Just a kid who likes to bet props and stuff.
Yeah, did you know Ags put us on Colorado one night 2 weeks ago, and they got beat like 63-0.
Really?
Wasn't even close, man. But Ags is usually pretty sharp. But yeah, all right. I gave him a get out of jail free card right there. Listen, I want to go.
Gave me the best tip of my life.
Which was what?
In 2017, he told me to buy Bitcoin.
Oh wow! Yeah, no kidding, man.
10% of my net worth in it. I just jammed it.
Could have been maybe a millionaire if you played it right with Bitcoin. Like literally, Bitcoin's one of those things that could have just set you up for your life for like nothing if you'd have done it right. Go back to running backs real quick because I got a couple questions, basically about the same guy. First one being, how much does Terrell Jennings being active affect Henderson's touches? Do you think Terrell Jennings eats into Henderson at all?
I'm like slightly over on Jennings, which isn't much. What's he, like 3%? Yeah, he's like 4%. I'm getting 16% exposure in the flex for Jennings. So I'm not slightly over, I'm significantly over.
So we are like Henderson's chalk, man. Everybody saw him last week, right? And Ramondre's Henderson is going to be mega chalk any way you cut it on both sides. Do you think it's good chalk, or do you think there's a chance that we get like the Travion Henderson rug pull here right out from under our, like Vrabel's not one of those guys that just conforms, man. He's going to do what he wants, and maybe he already knows, yeah, this guy's getting a little bit too big of a head here. I'm going to pull his. Do you think there's a rug pull coming? Maybe. What would you put the odds on that at?
So in the flex, I'm fine with getting to him. I'm overweight in the flex. Excuse me. I'm overweight in the flex. In the captain is where I'd get a little nervous in playing him. He's going to be around like 20% owned in the captain. And I'd just rather get to Drake May, who can rush, who can throw. I think the weapons for the Patriots, kind of like you hit on, the more I think about it, makes a lot of sense. Is there's enough of them to where they can all get you like 8, and paired with them, they can be fine if they just get in the box. You know what I'm saying? So like, and pair with them the right way, pretty much. So in the captain, I'm under on Henderson, but in the flex, I'll be over, kind of hedging. It looks like.
There's another question on Jennings again, but this time is
I'm with the field on him in the flex.
In a large field GPP, could you maybe throw him into the captain spot and just hope upon hope that he gets touches tonight and he takes away from Henderson?
I think in the large Jennings? No,
yeah,
I wouldn't do Jennings. You could do Jennings. I'm not doing Jennings. I think Isaiah Williams is the one that at 1,200 I'd be willing to let like force in the captain that most people probably won't get to, because I think he's probably the best value play in the slate, and I think playing him at like 7% is fine.
We're going to talk about some tight ends in a minute, but first I see there's a lot of people in chat here that want to get they want to talk a little baseball, Bobby. They want to know what your opinion is here. Aaron Judge just got the MVP award over the big dumper, man. Do you think that's fair, or you all right with that?
I'd probably give it a Cal, like, just because the Mariners they really came out of nowhere. The Yankees had those expectations that were pretty high all year, and Cal Raleigh had a fantastic year. I would have probably given it to Cal Raleigh. Just makes more sense. It's better for baseball. That they probably figured out we'll give it a big name. And as much of a fan I am of big dumpers, yeah, I understand why they gave it a Judge.
Yeah, I understand, but yeah, they dropped it on that one. They dropped the ball on that one. You have
I don't know. I like it's. I feel like Raleigh was pretty easy. Like who does it? Does the baseball writers do it, right? Don't they do it? Is it? Do they? Are they the ones that have the vote? Baseball
it's a good
writers of
question,
America. Do
but
they do it? I don't like. They're just they do. I know they do the Hall of Fame thing, and they
if it
have.
was just, Aaron Judge and another outfielder who had an awesome season and cracked 60 plus home runs, I'm okay giving it to Judge. This guy did that from the catcher position, catching all those nights, the toughest position to play, the most defensively difficult position to play, and he still cracked 60 plus home runs. Got to give it to the big dumper, man. You just got to. So, yeah, I'm okay with saying Big Dumper should have been the guy. 2v2 question for you, Bobby. 2v2. The Pats kicker and Mason Taylor, or we go Pats D with Adonai Mitchell?
Kicker and Mason. Oh, no. Let's go. What's Pat's D at? Let's go Pat's D. So, like the right answer? Do you want the right answer or my answer? Because my
What's
answer.
your answer, man? There is no right answer here right now. We won't know the right answer for 4 more hours.
Like projection wise, you should go Borg and Mason Taylor. I'm gonna go Pat's D and AD Mitchell though.
I would too, and I think AD Mitchell could get you a 0 tonight. Actually, I think the odds are he probably does get you a 0 tonight. But the Pats D has, I think, more upside than the kicker if they get lucky. And Mason Taylor could also, he's a little bit safer than Mitchell, but he could also get you like nothing too, like very little. So I'd take the upside plays. The upside would be Pats D could really wreak havoc, and then Adonai Mitchell could catch a long one. I don't think Taylor has that in his arsenal. So yeah, I'm on the upside play too. Patriots minus 13, Bobby. You taking that one? You like the Jets.
I like the Jets.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not touching that one.
I wouldn't. I don't know that. Like, seems like a trap game.
Yeah, definitely could be a trap, or it could just be a total blowout, man. But I'd maybe put the teaser in on New England. That's about it, man. But otherwise, I wouldn't be messing with it. All right, tight ends, real quick. Talk to me. Really, there's just two big dogs in this game: Hunter Henry, Mason Taylor. Talk to me about those guys, and if there's anybody else at the tight end position you like, let it be known now.
Yeah, so the majority of the field is going to love both Hunter Henry and Taylor. For me, I'm kind of under in the flex position and in the captain. Like I said, from a pass catcher perspective, I'm leaning more getting to Stephon Diggs on the Patriot side. And then with Taylor, like he's 6K. He's going to be super chalky. If Tyrod Taylor gets in, it would be phenomenal for Mason Taylor. I just don't know that Justin Fields can actually get him the ball. And for that reason, I'm not going to be as high on Mason Taylor. I'm going to be like half of what the field is, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't like the tight ends, which is like totally different. Everyone kind of loves the tight ends tonight.
If this was a main slate with like 10 games on it, I definitely would not. I wouldn't have either one of these guys in my player pool, probably.
You'd have Henry in your player pool because
Hunter Henry. Oh, I don't know, man.
You'd have Hunter Henry in your player pool.
I don't think I would.
They don't have a tight end behind him though.
But he stinks, man. Like, look at his number. Like his numbers don't lie. They kind of don't go to him. Drake May is just okay with spreading the ball around to all his wide receivers. Like there's no need for him to. I'm just saying, for me personally, if this was a main slate, I would probably ditch him because there's just not much upside, but it's a showdown. So he could end up catching one pass for a touchdown and end up in the optimal. So yeah, I definitely keep both these guys in for the showdown, but I'm with you. I don't like it. We got about 13 minutes and counting until this thing kicks off. Real quick on the kickers and defenses. Is there Packers and Eagles played on Monday Night Football? And I had a build where it was both defenses and one of the kickers. I felt like it was going to be that kind of a game. I don't know if I feel like that in this one. I definitely see the Patriots being a thing. But how do you feel about kickers and defenses in this game? How much are they fitting your build?
Yeah, I'm getting to more kickers and defenses. Patriots, I'm over on. Andy Burgalis, I feel like I'm around the field. Nick Folk has been quietly like the best kicker in the league. I'm slightly under on him. Jets D, I'm under on. It's more like the Pats D that I'm going to be over on, which just makes sense. He's like the one that's standing out there. I feel like that's going to be the case for a lot of people. I just think they're going to play them significant. Like there might be people might show up with the Pats D 6,600 in the flag, so they're not going to be super heavily owned. But yeah, they're not going to be like 60 or 70% owned, which sometimes we see defenses get really shot up there on showdowns for whatever reason. So I'm going to be like a little bit over the field on the Pats, so everything else I'm going to be under on. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, we got
really condensed on the guys I'm over on. Like it's pretty much May, Diggs, Justin Fields.
DK GPP, Hunter Henry or Mac Hollins?
Ooh. I'm going to go Hunter Henry. I'll go Hunter Henry.
All right, Bobby. 11 minutes left till this thing kicks off. Now's the time. We need to Bobby Gomes, Plums, fill it in the Plums play of the night. I'm turning the floor over to you and see who you got.
I think a lot of people are having issues with like Jets wide receiver, and Isaiah Williams is the guy for me. Like I just think he's the best play. So that's my field in the Plums play just to like give some clarity on that position, which I think a lot of people are going to need. So that makes the most sense.
We got a Plums gift, man. We got a Plums gift for this thing. All right. You know what? This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one because it's hard. It's hard because, I think the two most obvious guys and the guys who are going to produce the most are definitely Drake May and Trevion Henderson. But I can't give those guys out as Plums. That's too easy, man. So got to go a little bit off the radar. I've already said it like 5 times. Drake May has no problems at all spreading this thing around. So I'm going to limit my Plums to a pass catcher from New England and hope I get lucky on that. You also mentioned earlier Drake May, great downfield passer. I'm going with one guy to hit a home run tonight. Hope I get lucky with it. I'm going Kyle Williams. Fill it in the Plums. Play of the night. Young guy. He's got a little bit in him. I think he's probably as good as anybody not named Diggs out of these pass catchers. Let's give him a shot. Let's see if he can carry that momentum from last week. So there's your Plums play of the night, guys. Let's see, fellas. I got another question. What's your read on Breece Hall? Are you rolling with him tonight in all the formats?
I'm under on Breece. I'm playing more Fields, and I don't know. I feel that's like the way.
Like if you're playing Breece Hall, you probably got to do it in the right. You mentioned formats, Alex. You got to do it, I think, in PPR because that's his greatest upside tonight is if they throw him the ball. And he can.
Big if.
I don't he won't run. Like I don't think there's been. I think one running back this whole year went over 50 yards against this Patriots defense rushing, and that was a fluky game recently. It was like a backup running back that did it. Yeah, you just don't run on Vrabel defenses anyway. He's always been like that. You're not running on this New England defense. He's going to have to do it catching it out of the backfield. I don't know. Olu, I just gave you my thoughts on Kyle Williams. Fill it in the Plums play. And I think he has a chance. All it takes is at $2,000, one catch, man. One big catch, and he's got it in him with Drake May passing the ball downfield. So, Vrabel is too good against the run. All right, let me see. 8 minutes left. I'm not seeing any more questions, guys. Fire them off right now. I'm gonna turn the floor over to Bobby to give his final thoughts here. If there's no more questions, we'll jump out of here. Bobby, you got any advice being a Patriots guy here for this game? What's your final thoughts on this thing?
Yeah, made a Diggs, run it back with Isaiah Williams. It's kind of how I'm building a lot of my teams.
Yeah, I've already said it. I went on DraftKings, Drake May, and just to change it up and do a curveball, I went Trevion Henderson on FanDuel. I think the Patriots defense is squarely in play here, man. This Jets offense can be really rough sometimes. There will be a lot of 5-1 builds favoring the Patriots, and I'm okay with that because I'm having a hard time running it back with any Jets. You just got to pick the right guys. And Pat's onslaught in single entry, I would say absolutely in single entry. That's a perfectly good play, Steve. So, yeah, J3, we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate all you guys tuning in for this. And, hey, that was Thursday Night Football. Get ready for a fun weekend of football. We got college on Saturday, pros on Sunday. We'll be back on Monday Night Football with a little more pre-like NFL. Until then, thank you to Steve filling in for TJ behind the scenes tonight. Bobby for joining me. I was your host, Chop. Until Monday, good luck on those GPPs. But for now, we're out of here.